What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great Friday night. And today we're going to take a look at the Ka Bar Dozier. This knife has been around for maybe about 20-ish years. This variant is the D2 variant, so this has been around since 2020, if I'm not mistaken. It has a lockback design. This one has blue Zytel scales, T10 for the pivot screw, T10 for the reversible pocket clip. It's got a nice little recessed area for your pocket clip, so you're not going to get any wiggle here. Got a little lanyard hole back here. And it is a pretty firm opener, so you got to give it a little bit of a flick. You got to give your wrist some action there. Has a D2 drop point hollow ground blade with a bronze or coyote brown like finish. You can reverse the thumb stud for left hand as well. So all in all, I think it's a decent little knife. A budget bug out, people are calling it. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it is a nice little knife. This is going to run you roughly around $40, maybe $30. You could probably get it on sale, maybe with some discount codes or whatnot. And I do recommend that because for the price, you can get yourself probably for $40, you can get yourself a better knife, I guess. But it is cool. I do really like it. It's one of the only lockbacks I have. I have a couple of lockback designs, but this is, I don't know, my favorite lockback, I guess. You can close this one-handed, but make sure your finger's up high and just, kind of do that action till you get it down there. You want to make sure your finger stops here on the bottom of the blade and not on the cutting edge, obviously. It does have some nice little jimping up here, which I appreciate. Get a nice little choke up on it. So the ergonomics of this are pretty good. The handle length is great. The grippy texturing on that Zytel is really good. For a nice lightweight, kind of budget-friendly knife, it's a pretty good knife, especially with the D2. The older models they had featured Oz 8, which is a decent steel, but I appreciate the fact that they went ahead and upgraded this model and gave it D2. Took them a long time to do it, but I think that's fantastic that they did that. This knife does not have any washers. It's basically the blade just running on the Zytel, but it still has pretty good action. Even if it is a little firm, that's just because of the lockback design. You got your flat spring running in through the handle. I might decide to go ahead and modify this and pull that spring out, kind of loosen it up a bit so I can get some better flicking action. There are videos online of people, flinging this thing open with pushing the lock back and flinging it shut and all that. They definitely had to have modified that spring. Otherwise, you're not going to get that action. It's so firm. It's very, very firm action. But I might do that. And if I do decide to do that, I'm going to go ahead and make a video doing it so you guys can see how it's done. But let's get a measurement of this thing. You got to give some force. You got to give that one some force when you're throwing it out there. We're looking at, what do we got? We got a little over 3 inches meat in the scales. The cutting edge is darn near 3 inches, just under 3 inches for cutting edge. I believe it's probably 2.8 inches for the cutting edge. The scales or the handles coming in about 4.25 inches width-wise. We're going to compare it up against the bug out. There you go for that. A little thicker on the Dozier. The weight, before I do a size comparison, we're going to do the weight here. All right. 2.3 ounces and 66.1 grams. There you go. Yeah, you could do the old school style, rolling it out with your thumb. That you can also do that, but I don't know who does that anymore. Maybe Grandpa does it, but that's fine. You can still do it that way, but I prefer to just fling it out a little bit. It's going to break in. It's pretty rough out of the package. And I also want to mention, I did forget almost that the blade isn't the sharpest out of the box. I've had this one for a little bit. It does have the factory edge. Was not the sharpest knife I've had out of the box, so there's that as well. Let's get some size comparisons. We're gonna put it up against the Benchmade Bug Out. There we go. Spyderco PM3. Okay. The Civivi Cubit. SOG Altair XR. Last but not least is the Swisstech Lasung. This is the limited edition, only 100 made, S35VN steel, fully milled titanium scales, button lock here. Very nice knife. I did mention this in one of my other videos. This is number 65. If you haven't seen the video, check it out. If you're interested in this knife, there's probably, if we're lucky at this point, there might be around 20 of these left. So if you're considering even getting this thing, get it before you miss out, because these won't be around for much longer. So there you go, size comparison done. Now let's get a quick look at edge retention. Pause the screen, feel free if you want to see edge retention. D2 sits right here for edge retention. This is kind of a generic chart, but it's kind of nice. You can see all the other steels here, or not all the steels, but a good variety. This side, edge retention, D2, toughness, D2. So pause the screen, see that if you want. I think that we're gonna probably wrap up this video. I think that's all I can really say about this knife. I think it's a decent knife. Price-wise, it might be a little on the high side. It would be nice to see this knife maybe sitting around $25, even with the D2. I think the old Oz 8 ones are still probably going for around $20. Yeah, I mean, 25 bucks would be nice. 30 bucks, okay. $40, you're getting, you know, maybe into some territory that we shouldn't be getting into. But all in all, I think it's a pretty cool knife. I don't know. I enjoy it. So see what you guys think about it, and if you decide that you want me to go ahead and fix that or modify that spring inside there, let me know and I might do it. I'm still kind of contemplating whether or not I want to do it, or see if this thing will just break in on its own, but we're getting there. But I hope you guys have a great Friday night. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm probably going to make a video tomorrow as well. I got to review a fixed blade, so tune in for that. And also, before I forget, at 500 subscribers, I've already mentioned this, we're doing a giveaway. So if you don't want to miss out on that giveaway, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep doing content like this. If there's anything you guys think that you want to see me do or whatnot, please let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and we're going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.